Wait, why you go live? All right, people, how are you doing this evening? It's a freaky Friday. Woohoo! I'm super excited seeing you on this Freaky Friday here on Raw Impact Africa TV. And today we will be talking about hello. No problem. Anytime you reach, you can join us. Anytime you get home, you can join us. Anytime you get home, you can join us. No, I've sent. Go to your Facebook. I've sent the invite to you on Facebook.
Put the invite on this your link.
I've sent it to you on Facebook. Check your Facebook. No problem. I say check your Facebook. I've sent it to you on Facebook or Facebook Messenger. All right. Oh, hello. Sorry for that breaking transmission. It's one of our panelists who's just called. She's actually on her way. She is a doctor of doings, and she will be joining us on this beautiful program today. So, as I said before, my name is Emmanuel Eyaba, and it's wonderful having you on our platform today, Raw Impact Africa TV, where we talk so much. This is Freaky Friday, where we talk about relationship, where we talk about marriage, and also we talk about doings. So, what are we going to be hearing today? Now, in relationship or in marriage, normally we always have a situation where the husband and wife come together to live as one, and they begin to do so many things. I know you know what I'm talking about. They begin to do so many things for procreation, to bring the blood pressure down, and also to cohabit and enjoy themselves and have fun. Now, in relationships, especially from this part of the world where we come from, it is always the man who is supposed to be on the higher side than the woman. Now, if a simple definition of libido is excessive desire for doings, because of YouTube regulations, we're not going to be using a lot of terminologies. But for now, we're going to be using the word doings. And when I mean doings as in, what the Igbos call ikwaiko, what they mean by coming together to clap, to push cup. So as I was saying, uh, uh, in relationship now or in marriage, especially in marriage, there is something we call procreation. There's something we call man and woman coming together to live as one. Then there's excessive desire for doings. Now, normally, naturally, as Africans that we are, it is always better when a man's desire for doings is higher than that of a woman. It's a little bit more natural, so to speak. It's a little bit more understandable when they say, okay, oh, the man craves for doings more than the woman. You know, it's a little bit understandable that way. But when the reverse now is the case, where the woman's desire for doings is a little bit higher than the man's own, you know. Imagine, let me paint a scenario for you, right? An average time for doings, between husband and wife, it's supposed to be, yeah, technically 10 to 20 minutes. And now, after 10 minutes, the man is exhausted, as in exhausted, and the woman is just starting. And she now like begins to complain. I'm not satisfied. I want more. And the guy, due to whatever reason, it could be psychological, it could be mental, it could be financial. Financial depression has a way of weakening our doings levels. So now when the man begins to complain that he's fine, and the woman is still having excessive desire for the doings, you now find out that there's going to be a problem. You know, in marriage, especially in Africa, out of 100%, 90% of divorce or are not married again is always as a result of doings, is always connected, as in doings also always plays a very important role when it comes to if marriage is going to stay or not. So now in a situation where the guy is exhausted and the woman still feel like going on, now there are some people, especially ladies, who don't really have the morale, that they feel they cannot begin to complain that nigga, guy, I'm not okay, I want more. Now the lady in question is not okay, but the guy is like, I mean, I've had it up here, I'm okay, I'm gonna sleep. There are actually some ladies who have very excessive, extreme desire for doings, as in when once they want to have doings, they could last like 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours on steady doings. And this guy in question here, immediately he just goes there, he's like, he's fine. So at that point in time now, how do we handle it? Now, are you going to divorce the guy because his libido level is not too okay? Now, the $1 million question now is, what's the guarantee that the next man you're going to meet desire is going to be also great? You see, over time, I've come to understand and know that men's libido is a little bit higher when we are a little bit much younger. Let me say from 18. Guys' libido from 18 to 40 is always very high. But when it gets to 40 and above, the libido has a way of dropping. Whereas for the ladies, their libido is a little bit low, early enough. It's a little bit low. But when they begin to get from 40, 45, 50 and above, the libido level becomes high. And now, yeah, sorry for the break in transmission. It was due to technical little internet issues. So as I was saying, we're trying to profile solutions. We're trying to profile solutions. Guy, I will call you back. I'm in the program now. I'll call you back. Hello? Also help me. Tell him I'm in the program. I'll call him back. So sorry for that break. I think these people they are supposed to be joining live. They are not supposed to be calling, so they're actually calling. So as I was saying, please don't call. If you have any message for me, just come to the comment section and drop it there, and I'll definitely answer it. I'm going to be here for a very long time today. I'm actually not in a hurry. I'll be here to attend to your
He's
issues.
in a program. He's going to call you back.
So as I was saying, in a situation where the ladies um drive is high and the guy's own is a little bit low, what happens? I want to tell me, yeah, I want to divorce. It's not the solution, because there's no guarantee that the next guy you're going to be meeting, it's going to be up to the standard. There's no guarantee for that, right? Now, cheating, it's actually not, it's even not the solution, because what's the conviction now that okay, the guy you're going to be cheating with is also going to meet up your desire. We're trying to see how we can profile solutions here of we're trying to see how we can profile solutions here of what to do so that we can all have the same level of understanding, the same level of cohesion
and you
you
don't
don't
end
end
up
up having.
having problems in your marriage. The
The
first
first
thing
thing
you
you
should
should
understand
understand
is
is
that
that
when
when
you
you
marry,
marry, the first thing you should understand is that when you marry, you're not just marrying for doing sake. If you marry for doing sake, there's every tendency that your marriage is not going to last. Because a time will come when, as a married couple, you're actually doings is actually not going to be very more frequent in your mind. You're actually not. You have better things. Yeah, I'm not saying doings is not good or it's not better. I'm an advocate of doings. I love doings a lot, right? But when you now begin to marry, or when you're not married, there are more things that will begin to occupy your mind. Number one, your family. Your family will come first. Whatever I do right now, I want to make sure I provide for my home. I take care of them. My wife should not lack. My kids should not lack. Yeah, I might not be a millionaire. I don't even need to be a millionaire. I should be able to provide the basic things that my family needs to sustain themselves. So, would you rather want to kill all your time in this world
Language.
because will you want to spend all your time in this world having doings? Or you rather want to spend it impacting the generation, or rather want to spend it helping people to fulfill purpose and destiny? These are the fundamental questions you ask yourself before you take some rash decisions because the guy's libido level is low. Now,
The guy doing level.
the guy doing's level is low. Now, if you want to look at it critically well, why did you settle down with who you're settling down with? That's the first question you ask yourself. Why are you settling down? When you ask yourself that question and you answer it very well, it will actually help you to know what you really need or what you really want in your marriage. Now, you're married to this guy and you realize that his doings level is low and you love him. He provides for you. He's always there for you. He's there for the kids. He's there for your family members. He supports your career. He does everything to make you happy. But he has a challenge, and his challenge has to do with his doings level. The first thing you should do is both of you should try and communicate about it. Let me tell you, communication is actually key in a relationship. How you know a relationship that is about to fail or a marriage that is about to fail is a marriage that stops to communicate. When once you stop communicating, forget it is gone. That's what I used to tell people when I have people come to complain to me that director, my 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 wife, no, not my wife, my boyfriend, my husband is cheating on me. He's seeing someone else. I'll be like, see, fear not the woman who sleeps with your man. Yeah, fear not the woman who sleeps with your man. What you should fear most is the woman who communicates with your man. The way men are wired, let me tell you guys something. The way men are wired, right? A man could actually have doings with a lady and forget her name the next second. I'm telling you. Men don't actually have doings because they love the person. No. Men will understand what I'm talking about. Ladies might not understand what I'm saying. But a guy can actually have a fling with someone, as in have a fling and forget that he actually had a fling with someone. And you call the person the next day and the person is like, hello, have we met? It happened to me anyway. Let me just give this brief story. It happened to me a long time ago. You know, when I was in school, I schooled in Unical, University of Calabar. So I had a girlfriend there, you know, and she came, you know, some of school dating now is not really dating, but you know, you met someone in school and you guys started, um, you know, doing doings, you know, staying together, come and visit you, do assignment, help them do assignment, you help them do other things, and so I know you know what I'm talking about. So that happened sometime in that was 2000 and between 2006 2007 thereabout. That was in Unical. So I left Unical, came to Abuja. So the year 2012, I wasn't married then. I went somewhere in Gwarimpa. I went to studio in Gwarimpa, and she was like, "Ah, director, what's up now?" So I was like, trying to like, so sorry, but I think your face is familiar. Have we met? She was really devastated. Have we met? Now I ask her, and she said, director, so you did do, you did forget. That thing actually got me. I said, she did do, you did forget. But true, guys, some guys wey dey here, if you say make we remember everybody wey we don get doings to do with, na guy go just die for that one. It's not possible to remember. Anyway, that's just for another day. So what I'm trying to say now is that I actually forgot that something like that happened. And so fear not the man, the woman who sleeps with your man, but it's the man who communicates and listens to your man. Because it's a man, when we have pressures of life, things begin to fill our head. The next thing is we'll now begin to look for who to communicate with and begin to look for someone to tell. And there's this thing when you come back, like me now, when I have a very stressful day, maybe some hectic, I'm trying to close a deal somewhere, and or this challenge that I'm having, and I come back and I like talk to my wife. It's like, honey, see. Talking to her has a way of relieving my stress and my tension. I feel excited. Do you understand? So, but some women are fond of when the man comes and he wants to discuss with you about his day, about his challenges, and you're not ready to listen, or what you're more interested in is gas don't finish or baby food don't finish. When you begin to do that, what you're naturally doing is you're kind of pushing him away to begin to look for people to discuss with, begin to look for people to begin to tell his challenges. Men are like kids. We want to be pampered, we want to talk to someone, want someone to listen to us. So as a woman, create an enabling environment for your man to talk to you, for your man to like share his deepest fears with you, for your man to share his deepest thoughts with you, and like, okay, this, okay, that, okay, this is not good. Okay, you should be able to listen, not just when he comes, you begin to push him away and say things that will make him not feel motivated or strong enough. You're more interested in the financial stuff that you want from him. It's not supposed to be that way. So communication is very, very key and important. And why am I saying communication? As a woman, please be very, very okay to express your doings level with your man. There should be no level of shyness in it. Be very expressive. If your man, you're not okay the way your man had doings with you, right? Just tell him. Now, telling him now, there are different ways of telling him. It's not just outrightly complaining. Whoa. Or you begin to compare him with your exes. No, you need to do that. What you need to do is like, babe, I still want you. I've missed you for so long time. Anyway, I don't used to. That's not how my wife used to ask for more doing. So don't use my own. I'm just trying to give you an instance. Do it softly. Don't make it look like you want to fight or you want to quarrel or you want to make trouble. Just look for a coded way of telling him, because there's actually nothing that depresses a man, right? Nothing depresses a man than him knowing that his doings levels is not meeting up to standard. It has a way of making us, the man in us goes away. Let me tell you the truth. What makes a man is the ability to be in control during doings. As in, a man makes you scream, a man makes you mourn, a man makes you shout, makes you speak in tongues in the action, in the heat of the action. Some people don't understand that that is what makes the man know that he is the man. The fact that he can satisfy his woman. My dear, no matter how much you give to a woman, you have to like buy all the biggest of the houses for a woman. If your doings level is not meeting up to standard, there's every tendency that the satisfaction level in that is going to reduce. The satisfaction level in that man, as in the man, his manliness will be lacking seriously. So what I'm trying to say is, as a woman, if your husband's doings level is not meeting up to expectation or meeting up to standard, look for a way and communicate to him. Communicate to him by letting him know that, babes, I still want more. Babe, I still want you. Yeah, it's your body. If he's still trying to be nonchalant, as a lady, you can actually go ahead and touch yourself. By touching yourself, let me tell you what happens. By touching yourself, you are somehow motivating and instigating to do more, because we are wired to what we see, not what we hear. Women are wired to what they hear, but men are wired to what they see with their eyes. You're telling me you love me, and your doings level is always not commendable. Then what's the need? There's no need for it. you know so what I'm trying to say, and please, this program is actually for 18 plus. That's why it's a Freaky Friday. And thank God for YouTube allows people between, our channel is from 18 and above, because on this program we are here to mend marriages, build relationships, and help develop our doings life. When you develop your doings life, it's actually going to help sustain and make your marriage work better. And I think the bigger problem is even with Christian marriages. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Christian marriages. Now, in secular marriages, when it's not working, there are a lot of things that can help you unwind and block your stress level. One, you could do alcohol. Alcohol can actually help you forget some stuffs at the moment. You could do alcohol, you could go clubbing, you could sit out with friends, unwind. All of these things are a way of checkmating your stress level. But Yeah, sorry for that break. It was due to some little technical issues. So, as I was saying, when you now you can't yeah, I was trying to tell how the challenges with Christian marriages goes. Now when you're having issues with your marriage, especially Christian homes, it becomes very difficult for you. Can't pray, can't take care of the family, nothing is working. So the first thing you should learn to do is to learn how to communicate with your spouse, especially for the ladies. Do not shy. He is your man. He is married to you. So nothing should stop you from communicating how you feel to him. Tell him, baby, I think I still want some more. I'm not cool. And if he's a guy who understands, and I know he does, he's gonna oblige you, and he want to do the necessary thing to do for communicating. And the next one now is, please, for ladies, try to get yourself busy. Try to do something. Don't actually just sit down in your house and just feel that it's just doings alone that you came to do in this world. It's not going to work. As a man grows, time comes when our minds begin to deviate and focus more on career, on how to give the home a base. How to make sure your home is properly taken care of, and not necessarily just from morning till night you're just busy hitting. No, 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 no. You should learn to have a skill, learn to do something. If you're working, for instance, now as a lady, you work, right? Find out that the work is going to be taking away some of the pressure from your head. You have kids to take care of, you have work to do. It could be government work, it could be private sector, or it could be a business. So you have all of this doing for yourself. So if you're doing all of this for yourself, you now find out that you're actually not going to be putting your man in so much pressure for doings. So try to understand this, get yourself busy, get yourself working, and you can actually begin to flow well in your marriage, so that your mind is all not just all about the doings. The other thing too, you should also understand, for the ladies, I'm still going to talk about the guys. For the ladies too, you should also understand that the man is having things in his head. There are times you come back from work and your brain is supercharged and filled with things you could not accomplish, things you were not able to do, a failed business, a failed contract, your movie didn't make it to cinema, your dress distributor has not paid you, and other stuff like that. Now, at that instance, you find out that there's every at that instance, find out that there's everythingness
Tendency that
that
you
you
will
will
not
not
have
have
that
that
strong strength,
strength,
and
and
um, you
you will
not
not
have
have
that
that
strength.
strength and power to continue to the level you want to. So the women should understand that there's pressure, there are issues we're dealing with, and when this happens, you people can always have a ground, a playing ground where the doings level will now simmer down a little for you people to have an understanding. Madam is even here. I thought you were sleeping, man.
I want to look for my Christmas card.
Now, wow, it's too early. Oh. Whenever I see Christmas colors like that, man, I get scared. Anyway, today I was talking about you. I was
Yeah.
talking about you on this channel today.
Why?
Your doings level is higher than my
Yeah,
own.
fool.
Your
You
doings
don't know
level,
my family members are watching.
your doing level is higher than my own.
It's a lie. You don't mind it.
That's how I'm complaining. That's the gist for another day anyway.
It's a lie.
The
Don't
first
mind
day we got married, she actually ran away and slept in the parlor. That my doings level was stronger, far, far stronger than her own. If you put our doings level by a percentage, I'm like 70, she's like 30. So that
it.
enough
Since
for
I
you.
discovered that doings will not take me to heaven.
So
Not
if doings not take it to heaven, then why did God create it?
uh,
So That's stuff for another day anyway. We're not going to talk about that today. Now we're just trying to generalize what to do when you now find out that your doings level is
It's lack of
stronger
work now.
that than that of
It's lack of work.
than that of
You won't go and look for work to do.
than that of your man. So when you now learn to okay now, madam, you are already here now.
Go
So
and look for work to do, but see,
mm,
you did not come to this life to die on a woman's lap. That's what took Samson to where Samson went and they removed his eye and they now use his final battle to break down that wall of Jericho or whatever wall. Because he wanted to go and peme in laps. What I'm trying to say is that see these doings, there are levels to these things. You don't want to tell me that Obi Kubana now is thinking about doings.
he's thinking about doing what I
Person that
say.
is thinking about to open his club in Maitama.
He's doing
Do you know?
doings.
No,
with them.
nobody's not saying he's not doing. But the last thing in his mind is doings. That's what I'm trying to say. His doing might be maybe once in 2 weeks or even once in a month. You'll be so shocked.
How can you say once in a month? It can't be once in a month.
See you.
He's doing steady doings.
Some people they are doing steady doings. They are taking something. It's
They're
not
not taking-
normal.
they're not taking
Those
anything.
Hausa people that used to say Burantashi.
We're going to talk about that another day. If it's important for people to use and they call it enhancers. They call it enhancers. If people can use enhancers, if people can use enhancers, we're going to talk about that.
Something like this.
Mm,
Something like this.
mm,
Do what makes you happy.
yes.
That's what I would just say. Do what, but don't come and delete somebody's daughter because of doings. Don't come and delete somebody's daughter because of unnecessary doings. The people who do forget their life. That's what I'm trying to say.
When you say forget your life, how do you mean?
Some people they just came to this life to do. Morning do, afternoon do, night do, evening do. Another see, there's more to life than doing. And the thing is, if I don't like this topic, Sha, because I'm a born again.
Why won't you
Christian,
like
I
this
am
topic?
mama.
This is the most important topic we are talking about. What are you saying? This is the most important topic. Say it the way it is. Doings is very good. Nobody should say doings is not good. Doings is just too nice. So don't go there that doings is not good. How can I say doings is not good?
You're not thinking of
Doings is the best thing that God. Do you know there's nothing as sweet as doings in this life? I've not seen that thing. I'm telling you. If there's anybody who knows anything that is sweeter than doings, please come and tell me. What is that?
salvation.
What salvation? What salvation is that one?
Salvation.
What salvation is that one?
Salvation.
There's nothing like salvation is sweeter than doing, Joe.
Okay.
How can salvation be sweeter than doing?
I will not be sweeter than doing.
Salvation is sweeter than doing. Doings is the best thing God ever created.
And do you know how many people doings have led to hell?
How many people have
Do you know how many people doings have sent to prison?
No.
Do you know how many
nobody.
people doings have rendered useless?
Doings cannot send. Doing is not doing that. Not doing that render them useless.
Is what?
Doings cannot render anybody
So
useless.
what rendered them useless?
They don't want it to be useless on their own. No, doings cannot send anybody to hell. How can you say doing send anybody to hell?
Go and make money, you forget
We'll
doings.
make money,
When
but
you
we'll
make
still do
money,
doings.
you get like Nedumoko, get all the fine girls and all the fine.
We are saying the same thing now. You will make money, but it doesn't stop us from doing doings.
Really?
Yes, now we will make money, but doings is still very, very, very vital and very important. Don't go there
Yes, no.
without
I'm
doings.
coming. Let me go and check my daughter.
If you are going to check your daughter, come and talk about doings here, my friend. All right, so yeah, as we're talking, Madam just breathed in and breathed out, because she's always trying to protect the women. But come to think of it, women, that thing is meant for doings. It's not meant for any other thing again. And to think about it, the thing need a scatter, you need a tear. It's just there for the sake of clapping and doings. You see, when don't you know, for the ladies, don't you know that by the time you die, the first place that will rot in is the doing side? You don't know. You don't know. Only to tell you, once you die, the first place Margot to go to attack is the doings. Now imagine now that as you came to this world and you refuse to make good use of your doings level, now come and die and go. It's all those ants that now come and enjoy something that I paid by hard-earned currency. Like me now, they charged me 5,000 naira. They charged me 5,000 naira to pay for doings.
That one wouldn't talk.
Was that you? So it is very, very, very important to do the doings. So as I was saying, if I was rudely interrupted by madam, learn to communicate, learn to get yourself busy. There are some ladies whose doings level is high. Sister, if your doings level is so high, there are solutions we are trying to provide. Just I've said before, cheating is not the solution. It can never be the solution. Divorce is not the answer. It can never be the solution. So what is the solution? One, communicate with your spouse. Two, get yourself busy with work. Do assignments for your children. Do work. Go to work. Start a business. Start a skill. Anything that will take your time. Anything that will help you focus and develop yourself. Try to do it. When you do that, you find out that your mind no go too dey too much say if you no do doings you go die. You okay, if you no do doings something will happen to you. You just see it as okay when both of you are in the same level. Please, a disclaimer, I'm not saying you should begin to um staff your husband of doings because you're getting yourself concentrated. It's also a big problem. That's also broken a lot of marriages. You see, marriages of most working class women have fallen. They make their men to fall for housemates because of doings. What I'm trying to say now is that there should be a balance. Try to create a balance for yourself and for your spouse. Underdoings is as bad as overdoings. Is that okay? Underdoings, don't forget, underdoings is bad. Overdoings is also bad. Try to balance the two. When you balance the two, you find out that you're actually moving. Not when every time they touch you. Some women are like that. Every time you touch them, they want to have excuse. Today head will ache them today. Tomorrow menstrual cramps. Next tomorrow school fees. They just look for different excuses to stop their men from enjoying or partaking from their fundamental right. I mean, this thing was given for both of you to enjoy. I have sat down, I have checked. There's nothing as sweet as doings. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but me, there's nothing as sweet as doing. I'm not a millionaire, but I've touched money. So I understand what I'm trying to say. Some people say it's money. It's not money anything. Not money. When money comes, fine, you can still enjoy money. But there's this craving when you're with your person. It's not just any random doings. You just go by, we'll say two. All those girls I used to climb tree. When you say girls get mine. You walk by, we'll say two in the night. Those girls they climb tree. I heard one time that policemen came around to arrest them. They didn't see any girl. They now went and held one tree and were shaking the tree. As they shake the tree now, so girls they fall from tree. That's how they were able to arrest those girls who were climbing trees. So please, if you're it's not about that you just pick one random girl. As in the doing that you know that this one you're not stealing it, unlike doing that is being stolen. This one now is your own personal doings that God has given to you. You entered the lion's den and took out the doings with all vigor and strength and might, and you took the doings home and you now prepared it. Like the Bible says, prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. You know the enemy we're talking about here? All those ex-boyfriends that have been disturbing and not allowing her to see road. You now took her away from all those enemies and you now brought the doings home. Wash it, clean it, shave it, serve it on a platter. And ị na-eli, ọ na-atọ, ọ na-aba, ọ na-agbaka gị n'isi, a na-afịọ gị aka n'isi, ị na-adị happy. Doings is good. Although I complain that doings is not good, they never see better doings. They never see better doings. So guys, if you're just joining us, this is Raw Impact Africa TV, and today is our Freaky Friday, where we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage, and we talk about doings. And for today, we are trying to treat the topic: my wife's libido is higher than mine. I know a lot of guys out there have this as a problem. They have been trying to see, what do I do? My wife needs more. My wife has more desire for doing than me. What's the solution? We're expecting the owner of Virgin's Organic Products. She's going to be joining us here. We're also expecting the mayor of Actors Guild of Nigeria. She's also a therapist. They will all be joining us here very, very soon to also put mouth in this issue.
Put mouth, English, English, Adrian.
English, and they'll also put mouth in this issue of what we should do when our doings level seems to be a little bit higher than that of our spouses, especially from the feminine side, when the lady requires or wants more doings than the man. How do we handle it? And we've been able to talk about the fact that the first thing that the lady should understand or practice is that she should learn how to communicate. When you communicate with your spouse, there's every tendency that he will begin to pick up and understand what to do. Also, get yourself busy. Don't just sleep and wake up expecting to have just a man whose work is just there to come on top of you and pound you like pounded yam from rooftop. No. What you should understand to do is that you're having work to do, you're doing stuff, and when you did, as you do stuff, they go once in a while. You should not deny your spouse doings. So now for the guys now, when you find out that your woman's desire is a little bit too high, the first thing to do is go for medical check. Yeah, it might not really be that her desire is that too high. It could just be that yours is a little bit too low. So in a situation whereby it's low like that, it could be due to a medical condition, which with few things here and there, you could just activate it and become the man that you're made to be. No matter how much you give to her, if you don't touch her, if you don't touch her well, your manliness will be questioned. That's why tomorrow night you begin to think of having DNA test on your children because you feel she didn't meet up to capacity. You begin to think that she's actually doing stuff. And truth be told, when a woman's desire is always a little bit too high, there's some form of insecurity at home. The man will begin to think that the woman is going to cheat on him because she feels she's always not satisfied. And in a circumstance like that now, you now begin to find out that the man that they're going to start having issues at home. They're going to have problems at home because the guy is having this feeling that I couldn't satisfy my woman. No, where will she be now? What will she be doing now? So a lot of things are going to be coming up in the man's head, and it actually is not really going to go well with the home. So a man is supposed to meet up to his obligation. When you meet up to your obligation as a man, you will definitely be respected the more. You definitely live above board. You definitely want to have the leverage, and your manliness will be felt at home. Give a woman all the money. If you're not hitting her where you need to hit her, forget it. Your manliness will be questioned. So for the guys, you can actually seek medical attention, find out what you need to do. It could just actually just be the food you eat. You'll be so surprised that the food you eat can actually correct some of these abnormalities here. Just eat good food. You'll be so shocked that it will just correct whatever abnormality that your doings level is having. You could just correct it immediately, and you'll be fine. I mean, everything will be fine again, in such a way that maybe if you're running you were running in one cylinder before you know it, you're going to be firing from double cylinders or more, in case you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, you can ask me privately and I will tell you. Now, after seeking medical attention, it's not just about seeking medical attention, but there are some little things you could do. Like, you could also exercise. Physical exercise can actually go a long way in enhancing your doings level as a man. All you need to do now, there are some exercises that could help. Simple push-ups. Now when you push up, the more you push up, the more oxygen that is being pumped. The more you can sustain your breathing level. And if as a guy, you notice that whenever we're having doings, it's as if we are exasperating and we're taking a lot away so much energy. So now when your body system is used to press ups, it cannot help you to actually last more and satisfy her and make her happy, not just wanting to feel lazy because you have one big tummy and stuff like that. Find out you're going to be invalid before you know your
Ah,
woman will
yeah,
be.
but just say Tommy now, I just remember. I remember one guy that took us one day that we were going home.
Mm.
Still continue your video.
Okay,
It's part of the talk now.
I know now. Go ahead.
That the guy was not saying that now he doesn't like going home
Mm.
because he cannot do something with his wife.
Mm.
You don't remember that
I remember.
story?
I remember.
Yes, just put it on that, so I just remember
Mm.
that story.
Yeah. So you try to exercise so that you can get to that level where you you you, you can you can sustain, be with her, and do what you need to do. So exercises is also very, very important for you to do. Helen, have a. I know I wanted you to be part of it now. Just I sent you the link. Just join. That click that. So are you watching it now? Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, no, wahala. I'm still on now. I'm gonna feel like an hour to. You can when you click that link, the link will bring you up. They will tell me here to add you. I will not add you. You cannot be part of it. So like now, you can just stay where there's light. I'll add you so I can just share some experiences. Try it again. I sent it, but you saw the link on your Facebook. Uh, when you just click it, it will ask me to bring you up, and I will add you. All right, thanks. All right, so that's one of our guest panelists. We're trying to bring her up so that you can also have one or two stuffs from her. So as I was saying, um, when try to understand your okay,
Yeah, to put cover page.
okay.
It's live. You can
Yeah.
this is not
Okay.
going
So
to
try to understand your medical state and medical condition. When your medical condition is now fixed, the next thing you should try to do now is don't get too excited or too carried away during doings. If you get too carried away during doings, you will actually work below expectation. What do I mean to say? Naturally, when you're about to go into doings, there's this super excitement that will come up.
say add that one also.
There's this super excitement that will come up, as in you're so excited, you
You
just
want
want to,
to, you just feel like
you just feel like doing it immediately. You just feel like entering
Are you
the London.
this your browser? I'm thinking it's old one.
How do you mean?
Like I'm sending you like look at what I sent. Let me do example for you to see. I'm sending like a love sign.
You didn't see it.
No, see what is writing something
Wash
else.
hands. Well, that's wash hands you send me. What do you say? Check the browser. That's wash hands.
No, it's supposed to be sending the picture exactly. Do you understand?
Yeah, maybe we'll use another browser next time. All right, so where were we? Okay,
Who
so
is this? Nana Hongkomba. Thank you for joining our live. You can follow the link. Nana, you can follow the link if you want to be part of the show. No, no, Nana, I'm saying that. Yeah, thank you for joining our live. We appreciate you for coming. You can follow the link and be part of the live, and we put you live on the screen and we discuss everything discussable. Merry Christmas in advance. I don't even understand if this cap is beautiful.
cap is that cap Christmas cap is scaring me.
It's not scaring you.
It's scaring me.
It's WhatsApp.
That old woman. All right, so when you've gone for now, you try to reduce your excitement level. When you're about having doings. Don't get too excited. And one of the ways you could do that is to learn the act of foreplay. A lot of African men don't actually understand what foreplay is all about. To them, immediately you just want to start action, man. Just go straight to the action and tear her clothes off and begin to do the doings. Before you know it, you've just entered the local government and you've arrived and everything is gone. No, you don't do that. What you rather do is understand and learn the act of foreplay. Now, foreplay, what do we mean by foreplay? So many things encompasses foreplay. It could be touching the bobby, which is the headlamps in front. It could be playing with the bakasi, which is behind. It could be kissing alone,
Yes.
even kiss too.
It could be meow meow meow.
It could be meow meow meow. Hello. It could be meow meow meow. So now, if you want to meow meow meow, you start from the ears. By the time you start working on one of the ears for 10 minutes, work on one ear for 10 minutes. Honorable Mayor. Who's Honorable Mayor? Okay, I'm not. Hey, Mayor, Mayor, Mayor. Welcome, ma. How are you today? Check your sound.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good.
Yes, so it's nice to have you here. This is the Mayor Actors Guild of Nigeria Abuja chapter. Mayor, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's nice having you around.
Thank you. I can hear you clearly, loud and clear.
All right, thank you so much. Today it's Freaky Friday, where we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage, and we talk about doings, which is the main thing. And today we are trying to look at the fact that when a woman's libido is higher, who is this?
My Christmas cap. What did they do?
when the when the woman's libido is higher than the man, what are we supposed to do as men? Should the woman go and cheat? Should she divorce the husband? What should happen if the libido level of the woman is higher than that of the man? That is what we are talking about now. So I've started by saying communication is key. Learn to communicate. The woman should be able to communicate to the man and tell him, okay, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm feeling. Then two, the woman should also have something doing, because it's natural. If you no get work, if you no dey work, there's every tendency that all your life you just want to concentrate doing. And also, the man should also go for medical condition, medical checkup. It's possible that, okay, I'm not meeting up to my expectation. What should I do? So from your own end now, man, let us hear you. In case, assuming now, as you do like this now, as you find like this now, your man's level is not meeting up to you, what is the best solution?
My dear, I don't know how to answer that particular question. If the man's I don't know, guys, if the man's libido is higher, isn't it?
No. If the woman's own is higher.
If the woman's own is higher, that's a big problem.
It is.
That's a big problem. I don't know. I don't know. I think if the woman's own is, she just had to. The man just had to, find a way and meet up, because you don't expect the woman to go out and have extramarital affairs. She should be able to get satisfaction from her man. So the man had to meet up with that. It's normally not easy for a lot of men who are married to such women. It's normally not easy for them, because they have to work morning, at times afternoon, at night, doing, their duty and all that. Even when they come back from work and they're tired, the woman is like, no, we must, touch and all that, we must do and all that. And as a man, if you don't want your woman to sleep around, definitely you just have to satisfy your woman. And the woman herself too, I think she needs to learn how to control her libido. If not, she will end up sleeping with every dick and Harry that come,
Yeah.
around and all that. So that's what I feel.
Yeah, because there's no guarantee that the next man you want to go and start hanging around now with is going to satisfy you. As we grow in life, the man's libido is always a little bit high. That first time of, from 20, 30, 40, the man's libido is always high. But when a man begins to enter 50 thereabout, their libido has a way
Mm,
of going a little bit down. So it's more, I think it's more of a mindset thing, and also more of communication, and the fact that you have something doing. Like, you're a very busy, both of you are busy, at the end of the day. Because come to think of it, life is actually not about, it's not about doings. Life is also not all about doings. Once in a while you could have doings, but at times you should begin to learn to understand that, okay, there's more to life. These children are coming, you're raising kids, right? So you need to take care of your kids. You understand, you have a career to pursue. No, but now the career own now, there's a thin line with that career. Some people now carry their career so much that they begin to leave their responsibility, their doings responsibility. When you now
yeah,
leave your responsibility for your career, your home will suffer. Because men always want comfort. They want to go to where they have a soft landing, so to speak. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. A lot of Christian marriages are suffering because of this challenge these days. They don't even know where to seek help. They can't even communicate their challenge to people. They don't even know who to talk to. You can't even talk to your pastor. Some people find it very difficult that, okay, now my guys, my man, my husband is not meeting up. Now, pastor, what do I do? They find it difficult. And to be sincere, everything is not just prayers. I'm telling you, I'm a staunch believer, but there are some things that they are physical. You know, Ask questions, communicate, get help. There are supplements that can actually help boost a man's libido. Because no matter how you look at it, when once it is stepped up a little, she can understand. No matter how excessive it is, she can begin to meet up to the woman, and they will be fine and good, and everybody will be fine. And just as I was saying before you came on board, foreplay is also very, very important. Foreplay can actually
You have to
also,
talk now.
foreplay can, she just finished now, I'm trying to say now. Foreplay is also very important in in making this thing work. Do you get? Now, if
yeah.
the if the man and the woman want to have doings, and they now enter the room, now they take time, both of them, imagine I say both of them, now they know that the woman's libido is always higher than the man. They can now go have a bath together. They now come
That's true.
back. They now do meow meow. They say I should not use the other word. They now do meow meow for a very long time. Gist, play, play. You now
That
find
one
out
is true.
that the woman's mind will not just be so much on the gim, but the fact that they've been able to talk over psychologically she's wet and ready for him to just
That's
come in,
true.
you know.
Yeah.
So when they begin to do all of that, you now find out that they will flow. But when once a man just feels that doings is just all about penetration, that's where some men should begin to understand it's actually not just all about penetration. Penetration to me should be like the last later path, when you must have exhausted all the foreplay, all the meow meow, all the licking, the kissing, the caressing,
Mhm.
talking, everything. When you must have finished all of that, you now say, okay, oh, now it's time for penetration. And everybody will be good. Not just going bim, 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 bim from beginning to the end. You're definitely bound to have issues, and it's not going to work the way it should work. I mean, marriages will not suffer, because whether I like it or not, marriages are suffering. A lot of people are leaving their homes and their marriages because
Yeah,
of
right.
those. Mm.
Mm.
So now,
Yeah, right.
for some of these men who just feel their handwork now is they marry the woman now to suffocate her with doings. Suffocate her with your doings. Now, what do you have to what do you have to tell them? There are some men will be say their doings level, they feel steady for like 10 hours on top. Like say they build house on top. What's your take for that? What do you have to tell them?
They need to know that it's that thing is not it's not a competition thing. It's not a show thing. You understand? It's something that is meant to be enjoyed.
Mm.
Something that is meant to be enjoyed. That is the way you even do the doings. You no longer enjoy yourself.
Nabi?
So it's not something you waste your time there if you really want to enjoy it, or unless it's something you want to put up for a show, or
Mm.
it's a business, and you can watch how your other partner relates in
Yeah.
terms of the business, if she likes it
Mm.
always or long or short or whatever,
Mm.
than you always bugging her with it and everything. And you know I don't know
Mm.
much like that. I feel the man should always meet up with the woman anyways, meet up
Yeah.
with the woman's expectation. That's what I feel.
Mm.
Not
Yeah, that's very true. Now,
pressing
now,
her
now
every time you want another.
it's true. Now, do you think positions now can actually enhance libido level?
Mm, come again.
I said, do you think positions now, doings position, can they also enhance doing level? Positions now. Now there are some people, okay, styles now. Some people just feel it's just the missionary that we came to meet that is the best. Others feel you could try doggy. Others wheelbarrow. Others
Position
scissors.
enhance
Others
level.
69. Can position and can position
Yeah,
enhance doings level?
yes, position enhance doing levels a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot.
Mm.
It does.
And now, now some ladies who are not wanting to experiment new positions, for instance, you tell them, okay, maybe let's try this, and she's complaining because I know that there are some positions that if you use for ladies, it helps them come, right? There's some positions that if you use for ladies, it
Mm,
helps them come. There's some ladies that no matter what you do, if you do missionary with them from now till tomorrow, they will not come. But some ladies that immediately you do missionary and you now go doggy, not like 5 minutes they will come, but now they are adamant, they don't want to experiment, they don't want to try it, yet they still
yes,
complain that their doing level is low. So now how should women begin to understand that fine, we are Africans, but we should be liberated, we should begin to experiment and try new things so that our marriages can work, because last time, my dear, whatever that will make your marriage to work, you're supposed to do it.
of course, of course.
uh So in a situation whereby they just feel they don't want to experiment or try anything, they just want to just and the one way our parents they do, now we must do. Now you don't bring in a new technique now, and when I will start quarrel, where you go learn this one? Oh, you've been cheating on me. She won't even know that the
Yeah.
awareness level now is that maybe you saw it in a book or you watched it in a movie or something. They'll be into like, okay, why are you watching? Why are you going to watch a porn? That is porn that you watched. Even porn too. Oh, wow.
Wow.
So yeah, basically we're trying to what we're trying this program is meant to help marriages, basically marriages and relationship. It's meant to help marriages. And you're looking sleepy. Are you feeling sleepy?
I'm feeling sleepy. I'm not lying. I have low battery, very, very low battery.
Okay, now, okay, finally, let's have your final thought before let me allow you go. I know you're a very busy person. You have a busy day tomorrow. So what's your final take now before I sign you out?
Well, like I said before, I feel there should be communication between the man and the woman, especially letting your man know what you want, and you too as a man, oh, this is where to touch that makes me, stay longer or come. And as a woman too, you tell the man no, and let the man know the extent in which you can go, so that you both can, come together, have a meeting point that so that the sensation will not be felt by only one person. Let it be for the both, another. And as a man that has a high libido, I think for a man that has a high libido, he always has a way of helping himself. Men are polygamous in nature, so they always have a way of helping themselves and than stressing their wives or their women, at home. For the women that have high libido, that's a very big case. Very big case because the man has to work extraordinary, and try as much as possible to make sure that the woman is okay and not disappointed and wanting to maybe look out, there and all that. And say, woman, I want to be faithful. I feel this thing is of the mind too. You can
Yeah.
always control yourself. You can always control yourself. Yes, you can always control yourself. And allow your bodily desire to take over your mind and all that. You can always control yourself. I feel so as a woman that has a high libido. So I just feel there should be communication between the both parties. There should be communication in terms of sex, so that they'll be able to, have that satisfaction that will last long in their hair. You know, that's what I feel. So I think that's all I have to say about this though.
All right, Mayor, thank you so much for joining us on this program. Let's allow you to go to bed. I see you're already ready with your. This thing may be here for hair. What do they call it?
Hair bonnets.
Hair bonnet. Our mom, our shower cap, our mother, they wear those days. Shower cap. Why can't they wear this one?
No, I'm not in the shower. This is my hair bonnet. I will use it to pray and sleep.
Somebody can't do fashion, no. My wife can't go market the other day.
And people used to wear it to market because they use it to pack their hair. Just like you see all those white garment people carrying their own, walking everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing has
Okay.
been initiated by
All right.
white garment, cherubim and seraphims. Mm.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mayor.
You welcome.
So how is the acting business in Abuja now?
It's going very fine. Jobs are going on every day, daily on daily basis. So it's going fine. We're going fine, very very fine. We have lots of
So,
distributors and marketers in Abuja, directors and all that. So I just discovered that jobs go on every day in Abuja.
so now let's talk about some of your achievements since you became mayor. or in Abuja, what are some of those achievements that you've achieved for the Abuja filmmakers?
About the filmmakers, I think one thing we have been able to do is to revive that relationship that was lost, amongst us.
Mm,
Been able to come together, work together, and understand each other. And the
mm,
welfare of the members too has improved,
mm,
unlike before. You get in complaints every here and there. Not much complain again like before. That's
okay.
another thing. And so far we've been able to know that the film thing is a business.
Mm,
It's a business. It's something you need to take serious. It's not
yeah.
something you just come and just play with. Take it serious and make better, outcome from it.
Mm.
You don't just in those days people just come for just they will just tell you I have passion, passion. Yes,
Or beyond
passion,
passion.
getting that you need to feed, you need to take care of yourself, you need
Mm,
to plan ahead for your retirement and all that because you cannot be
mm,
there forever. But these days people have been able
mm,
to put up plans. Like I tell people, do a short plan for yourself. Could be two
mm,
years, it could be 3 years. Say, okay, so this is what I want to achieve while I'm in the industry.
mm,
So I think that is working a bit now, and we've been able to also have this synergy with other guilds,
yeah.
associations like comedians, musicians, DJs, MCs who've been coming together to play, coming together to do business.
Mm,
We carry each other along in
mm,
terms of our events and all that. So it's working, and I'm sure it's going to be better than now.
mm,
Next year is another opportunity for
yeah.
everyone to do better.
Okay, so
So let's
what are your plans for next year? The year is already winding down. Now, what's the plans for the Actors Guild of Nigeria for next year?
next year I intend to do better. I cannot
Mm,
start unfolding the plans.
okay.
As you know, you are also one of the chairmen. I don't want to unfold my plans to you. So let me
You
leave
don't
my
want to give me. I
plan.
want to steal expo from you.
You say where?
I want to steal expo from you. You don't want to give me expo.
No expo, my dear. My next year will be unveiling plans from February. Things will be coming up
Mm,
by the grace of God. We have
mm,
lots of things coming up, lots of activities. I mean, we are known as entertainers,
mm.
so let's entertain ourselves in whichever way necessary and
Okay.
best fits for us.
Mm. So
Mm.
your just concluded football tournament. What motivated that football tournament, and what was the outcome?
Mm, I just felt like I said that distance has been created between other associations who were trying to bridge the gap. And
Mm.
football is something that brings people together all over the world.
Sure.
So we decided to use football as a first step
Mm.
to see how it goes, and it went well. And that's just it. That's why we did that, so that we'll be able to get rid of the distance between us and other associations, and it's
Mm.
working. Mm.
Awesome. All right, no problem. Mayor, it's been wonderful having you on this show tonight.
Same here.
And we hope and pray to have you again next Friday. This is a Friday, an every Friday show where we're trying to mend marriages, relationships, and talk about what keeps marriages and what keeps relationships together. So that's what the program is all about. And I know you're a very powerful therapist and consultant when it comes to such issues. So thank you
Mm,
very much for spending time with us, and we hope to see you again. And we wish you
you're
all the best
welcome.
in your endeavors, and
Thank
sweet dreams
you.
and good night.
Good night. Have a wonderful night.
Okay, then, bye.
Bye.
Wow, 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 wow. I hope you enjoyed that piece there with the mayor of Actors Guild of Nigeria, Abuja chapter. She tried to also elucidate that um, communication is actually key, to this thing. Communication is really, really key. You can't begin to imagine or expect that your spouse knows, should understand or knows what to do when he or she does not really understand or know what to do. So it's actually not about um, having, what is it called? It's really not it's really not about assumption. Yeah, assumption doesn't really work in this thing. It has to be the way it is. So learn to communicate your mind to your spouse, especially for women. If you're just joining us, this is Raw Impact Africa TV's Freaky Friday, where we're talking about a situation where the woman's libido is higher than that of the man. That's what we're trying to talk about. A woman's libido being higher than that of the man. And we've just mentioned that communication is very, very, very key in this instance. Communication is key. You need to learn to communicate with your spouse. Tell her, let her know how you feel and what you want. When you begin to know how your spouse feels, it's actually going to help solve some of your predicament. We should also learn to go for medical checkup, then also get ourselves busy, and don't just sit down in your house and just expect doings to take place. No, you need to learn to get yourself fixed up so that you don't just put your minds only for doing sake. And for the men, you should also learn to go for medical checkup. For women, I'm not sure there's any medical thing you need to do to reduce your libido level. I'm not sure about that. But all I'm trying to say is, in case the man feels his libido level is a little bit low, just go out there for medical check and get yourself tested. There are a few supplements that if you take, it's going to help you. We should also learn to exercise a lot as guys. Learn to exercise. Exercise helps, puts you in shape and makes you not to get weak too quick in time. You should be able to understand that you can actually run. The more you exercise, the more your body becomes flexible to so many things. Then we should also learn the act of foreplay. Don't just go straight up to um, penetration. Do all the lickings and playing and tonguing and everything. Play with your spouse. Learn to play a lot. Learn to play actually does a lot in relationship. Learn to play a lot, learn to communicate a lot, and feel the pulse of your spouse. I'm sure if you try to do a couple of these things, you will actually enjoy your marriage and your relationship. All right. If you're just joining us, this is how far we can go on this program this evening. It's Freaky Friday here on Raw Impact Africa TV. If you want us to talk about anything, just anything on this program, don't hesitate to hit us up. Go to the comment section and drop any word for us there. and we'll definitely pick it up and talk about it here for you to know and build on your relationships so that your marriage could work, so that your relationship could work, and you could live a healthy and more beautiful life. We've been still been waiting for the owner of the Virgin's Organic therapy shop. She's supposed to join us all the way from Uyo. I'm going to try and call her now to see if she can be online so she could join us, so that she can also give us some tips on what to do so that we can actually sustain um, the yeah. What's up? Have you didn't come up again? How many minutes will it take you? So should we still wait for you? Because I wanted to sign out. Okay. Okay, we could I'll leave it for next Friday then. Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you. Good night. All right. Unfortunately, we cannot be having the therapy today, but I think we're going to have part B of this very topic next week, Friday, so that she will also join us and tell us a few things of what to do in case the libido of the man, the woman, is higher than that of the man. You know, we're definitely going to be bringing her on board tomorrow to share with us share with us on this share with us on these experiences so that we could learn a few one or two tricks that could help sustain our marriage. All right, this is how far we can go. We're going to be signing out now till next week Friday. I want to say live a good life, love your spouses, do what will make your spouse happy, and just know that that person that you have is what God has kept for you. There could not have been a better spouse than who you it does not matter what's happening right now, but if you guys learn to communicate, work as a team, and work together, life could actually be better for both of you. Thank you very much. My name is Emmanuel Yaba. I'm your host. If there's anything you just want me to talk about, just go to the comment section and drop a message there, and I will talk about it. If you also have speaking engagements, you want me to talk about any topic at all, just let me know and I'll be there. And I'm also a scriptwriter, media consultant, and a filmmaker and a director. I also run Raw Impact Africa TV, where we mend marriages, mend relationships, and talk about things that could enhance our family lives and family virtue. All right, thank you very much, and good night, and see you next week, Friday. Bye bye.